Math is an overrated gimmick. I unironically think that we could ban the teaching of calculus in schools, and very little of value would be lost. Maybe we would screw over the engineers if all the modern technology that they rely on nowadays stopped working, but that's about it. Actually, I think we could stop teaching math after about Algebra 1. I remember the moment when I realized that any further math was going to be an unnecessary waste of time that just describes something abstract and nonsensical, okay? It was when I learned the quadratic formula. Now, the quadratic formula serves no purpose other than to make a line make a shape on a graph, okay? That's what the quadratic formula is for. It's mostly just there to waste your time. So, get like Algebra 1, Geometry 1, even Geometry, I mean. Y'all got measuring tapes, right? But anyway, high-level math is absolutely useless. All it is a bunch of abstract nonsense, and I feel like I've always known this, but the thing that made me really realize it, someone was talking about how base 10 counting isn't the only way, and we could do a base 8 or a base 12 because it's all socially constructed anyway. And that's when I realized math is fake. All it is a gimmick. If we got rid of the higher level stuff, it literally wouldn't matter. And don't even get me started on the concept of mathematical proofs. People think that you need math to prove things, but every mathematical proof I've seen was either not mathematical or not a proof. It either falls into the category of here's some lines of like logic, just sentences. If it all makes sense, it's proved. You know, there's no numbers or anything in there. Or it's, hey, this equation balances out. You know, the equation works within itself. So therefore, that proves this. Bro, that's not a proof. An equation working within its own system doesn't prove anything in terms of actual reality. Sorry to tell you that, but you have to actually find evidence to prove things. Like, there's math that supposedly proves that the Earth is round, but we all still know it's flat. Your equations don't change the fact that we live on a flat Earth. And what the hell is derivatives, okay? This calculus shit. Derivatives have absolutely no bearing on the real world. Like, it's just a little parlor trick that mathematicians do. Once again, it's a thing, hey, it makes the line do a funny thing on the graph. Like, woohoo, this is what we do for fun because we have no lives. Like, okay, I'm not saying we actually should ban calculus, because banning anything that you can't prove that you really need is like a British thing to do, and we don't want to be like them. But I'm just saying it would be funny if we did, right? Like, very few things of value would be lost and a bunch of nerds would get mad. So, I mean, that's kind of a win. I know we can't base our laws on what I think is funny. At least not yet. I'm not old enough to run for president yet, but maybe that'll change once I am. Anyway, if we did ban calculus, what would we replace it with in our schools? I think that our children would benefit much more from learning about Skibidi Toilet. Now, does Skibidi Toilet have any practicality in real life? I would say it has about as much as calculus does. It's both just something to entertain you while you're bored. Now, you may be saying, what about the engineers who would need to use calculus if they didn't have the benefits of modern technology and computer programs to do it for them? I say this, have you ever talked to an engineer? Anything we do to hurt them would be justified because they suck and they're not really people. Look at me, I'm studying calculus because I'm a big dumb engineer. Bro, nobody cares. You guys suck. Engineers are annoying. We need to take math away from these people so they can get real jobs like anime voice actors or OnlyFans. Also, if we banned math, your mom would no longer have any option for trying to figure out how many men she's been with. Anyway, what do you guys think? Should we replace math classes with something useful, like a class on how to hit nerds over the head with a shovel? Let me know what you think in the comments. Fuck, I almost made it.
I'm so fresh, you can suck my nuts. I'm so fresh, you can suck my nuts. Swag. I'm so fresh, you can suck my nuts. I'm so fresh, you can suck my nuts.